Hey everybody, this is a fun little doodle periscope I'm going to be doing that I am dedicating to my friend Liza, who every week on Facebook does a virtual happy hour where everybody takes pictures of what they're drinking for happy hour and kind of celebrates the end of the week. And I'm actually still at the office, but I figure I would do a doodler's happy hour since what I love to do is draw. So we're going to do a little happy hour drawing. My little napkin here. And my voodooed. So we'll get them out of the way. So we'll do a happy hour. Happy hour drawing just because it's Friday. Everybody's ready to get into the weekend, I think. It's been a good week, but hey, why not? I'm with it. Oops. Here we go. Whoops. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm sorry about the autofocus. I have this set up with my iPad, so it's having a little bit of a hard time focusing. We're already in the weekend. Yeah, no doubt. I'm close. I still have some work to do, but I'm taking a little bit of a break to talk to you guys and to draw. Not that it has to be the weekend to celebrate, but I figure, hey, why not? I'm actually not that much of a happy hour person, believe it or not. I'm not that big of a drinker because I'm kind of a lightweight. I'm not... The biggest thing that happens when I drink is I just get permagrin, and just like the next day my face just hurts from smiling so much and laughing so much. So that's kind of what happens when I get into happy hour. You laugh like a you laugh like a jackass. You know what? You have just given me a great idea that will be revealed over the course of this Periscope. I think I saw, didn't you have a podcast where you guys did like 16 shots or something on your podcast? Or did I read that wrong? I haven't listened to that one yet, but I seem to remember something about 16 shots, like point. Oh my God, are you serious? Why would you do that to yourself? I mean, I know you're in Canada, man, but come on. Actually, moonshine's like super popular now. That's become like a hip thing. They do want you're a hot mess. Yeah, I can imagine. I don't handle it very well, but I get happy, so it's not so bad. Although I will tell you, I don't tolerate it so much. I remember when I was in what happened to my hand. This hand. This was actually a burn from making one of these little voodooed guys. Because I baked them in a toaster oven, so it's occupational hazard. Funny story, this hand actually is injured as well. I was gonna do I was gonna do a Periscope where I was gonna try to draw, like I was trying to I want to beat a record where I found on this record setter site where someone had a record for drawing the most cats on their hand. They've drawn like I don't know, 365 cats on their hand, and I'm like, God, I bet I could beat that. So I won't be doing that today because I'm a little injured. I'm constantly injured. I was just telling somebody this. I'll always have a cute pedicure, but manicure probably not because I'm always into clay and things like that. So I just have to keep it maintained. But yeah, this one is actually an air drumming injury, believe it or not. From this morning when I was getting ready to go to work, God, this is embarrassing. All right, so what happened was I was getting ready for work, and I was in the shower, and I had music going because I like to kind of get hyped for the day and all that, and had the jams going, and I did an air air drum move and totally smacked my hand on the windowsill in the shower. And that's how that happened. But in Turkish tradition, air drumming and hurting yourself in the shower, is that a Turkish tradition? Oh. Yeah, well, he doesn't know that I hurt myself yet. Was it the cymbal? It was the cymbal crash. Exactly. How did you know that? It was one of these. It's always when you reach for the cymbal, then oh yeah, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it was a cymbal crash. It was totally worth it. I always wonder, when I'm driving in my car, because I'll, air drum or badly in my car, and I'm like, how is nobody looking at me right now? Like, there have been times I've been in my car driving in, I kid you not, an Elvis costume. And I'm like, how is nobody looking at me right now? How is nobody noticing this and seeing how weird it is? But, everybody gets, since I'm the one person on the planet without a cell phone, perhaps it's because, perhaps it's just because they're more distracted than me, but, so now it makes me want to do stuff that's, like, even more weird when I'm in, when I'm in the car. But, I don't know how to amp that up, but I like to have a good time. Oh, you too. It's good to see you again. I know it's late there. I'm glad that you tuned in. I'll see you on the next one, I hope. Have an awesome day. You're already into your weekend. You must be getting and enjoying it. You too. All right. So here's our little martini. And I am actually going to transform this, drawing it into something else based on a comment made by my good pal from Calgary, who took the 16 shots and laughs like a jackass, apparently. So let's take our martini. Let's make a little change. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I've been catching up on your podcast. I've been listening to a few of them. I haven't had a ton of time because I had a whole rigmarole with my car yesterday, but they're great. You guys seem like you have such a good time, and everybody gets along so well. I absolutely love that. Your drinking laugh is horrendous. How bad could it possibly be? I don't think there is a laugh that's horrendous. I don't think that exists. I think grumpy people are horrendous. There's just no reason. Or people who get mean when they drink and unreasonable. I don't like that a whole lot. Tequila will do that for some reason. That seems to affect people in a very dramatic way. Which I don't know. The YouTube video? Oh, I haven't seen the video component of the 16 shots one. I'll have to check that out. Saturday is normally my day. I'll be working, but I can catch up on all my YouTube and stuff like that. Now, y'all, I hope y'all don't teach me bad habits, because I found out recently. I forget if I've mentioned this on here or not. I know I've talked to some of my friends about this, but I'm normally a hearts and rainbows kind of girl. I'm pretty upbeat and pretty positive, but I've noticed that I wasn't doing this angrily, but I noticed I'm like, I am dropping the freaking F-bomb a lot. I'm like, what is the problem? Like, even about happy stuff, it was like I was straight up out of Boston, and I'm like, where the heck is this coming from? And I realized I had been listening to the Joe Rogan podcast quite a bit, and I was picking it up from him. So it was like, oh, and I'm just talking to myself, but I'm dropping the F, and I'm like, where the hell is this coming from? And it's from Joe Rogan. So apparently, I was picking up a little bit his lingo. So you got to be careful of what you listen to, because it'll really inform what you say, what you start to do. But I'm a big podcast fan. I love them. Somebody recommended Hardcore. We're pretty well. Oh, great. So I have no prayer. I think you had my friends Adam and Brian on recently, did you not? Here we go. Let's see where we're going. Aw, I know, they're great. They're so fun. I love them. Just awesome people, and they're so freaking funny. Oh my god. Okay, I will have to check it out for sure. But I want to catch up on what y'all have going on. You guys have a lot going on. I've been on your site. You guys have a ton of stuff going on, which I love. I like to have a million things going on too. I am not happy if I don't have a million projects. So, all right. Can you see where I'm going with this yet, or no? I want to do another. Yeah, it's better. Being bored is like the worst thing in the world, isn't it? Although I'm rarely bored, but I have a hard time just sitting still, honestly. That's why I draw every day and do all this other crazy stuff. It looks like a picture of you. I don't know. I'm starting to figure this out, though. I think I want to do some speed painting on here at some point. I did a conference. I do a little bit of public speaking, not a whole lot, but I did a conference a while back, and I did a speed painting to kick it off with peanut butter and mustard and all that kind of stuff. Oh my goodness, Polly Paul, I'm so happy to see you. How are you, my friend? For everybody who's joining late, we just drew a martini glass and we're turning it into something else, inspired by my good friend the Fear Agenda. Which is that what I should call you? I feel like your name is actually Fear, which is pretty badass. There we go. Legs on here. Fear is fine. Okay. The answer to my question, is that just a general statement that you're okay with being afraid? I don't know. I'm not much of a fraidy cat, but I'll tell you what. I live in Florida, where it's like Jurassic Park territory as far as insects go. And there was a spider in my garage, and I apparently have an incredible vertical because I was like a freaking cat. I jumped straight up in the air. I've never jumped this high in my life. So instead of being scared, I was like very impressed with myself. I'm like, dang, if I could do this on command, that would be incredible. All right. And the moral of the story, and let's put some stars on here. This did take a turn. I didn't even really think about, let me move this leg over so it doesn't look all crazy. But the moral of the story is that if you spend too much time at happy hour, it can turn you into a, wait for it, ass. Get it? Jackass. We'll put some stars on here. I'll have to ink this and put in my. I'll have to give you joint credit on it. But yeah, no, it's fun. It's funny. This is not the first time I've drawn an ass like this. I've done one that was a donkey in a canoe, and that was swamp ass. And I think one that was like a donkey that was like giving a bunch of compliments, and that was nice ass. Things like that. It was fun. Let's give him some more lashes. See, and here I go. Well, I don't know. Is that a swear word? Is ass a swear word? I don't know. I need to get away from cussing so much. Because I like to save that for special occasions. I feel like it loses its power if you drop the F too much. You gotta give it the respect that it deserves. Not in Canada. So Canada's basically like Boston. I need to get back up there. I as far as Canada goes, I've only been to Montreal so far, which I really, really liked. I'm gonna fix this leg again. This isn't quite right. And that was super, super cool. I'm dying to get to Vancouver. And I had somebody on here the other night selling me on Banff, which looked super, super amazing just in looking at pictures of it. So, so cool. And I heard my friend, I know, I love the mountains. I spent a little bit of time in Colorado. Gosh, when was it? Last spring in Denver, and then up into Breckenridge, and it was awesome. I love the mountains. That's like if I'm freaking out, that's my centering thought, is to think of like I'm in my mountain house, and I got my peppermint tea, and I'm walking out on my veranda, and I see a moose. That's pretty much it. Which made me super jealous. I heard Brian's story about finding a baby moose, which I think could have taken a little bit of a turn, but I would be so freaking pumped to see a moose. I guess it's pretty common up there. I mean, that's like us. If we have some weird things down here in Florida, like an alligator. If you ever happen to see a wild one, it's cool every single time. Or a dolphin, it's cool every single time. The dolphin thing is funny because they look like, all you see, like if you're out on a jet ski or something like that, all you see is that fin. Right, so immediately you're thinking Jaws, and there's, you know, a shark coming to eat you, which I guess could happen as well. But yeah, it looks really, really nice up there. I was hoping to see a moose when I was up there, but it did not materialize. So, you know, so be it. Dolphins or gators, yeah, it's pretty much always cool. And then we have what else do we have? We have these little lizards that hang out. Those are all over the place, and they're pretty cool. They eat the bugs, so I'm totally team lizard. I could try to attract them, make it hospitable to lizards. You know, that's cool. Florida's cool. I like them. I like the. You have beard? Oh, I want to get one. I have a friend who has shoot. What's it called? It's like a monitor lizard, but like not that big and like not as likely to actually eat you. And this thing is crazy. He walks in on a like a harness, like on a leash, and all kinds of stuff. They're really, really cool. I have a turtle. I don't have any kind of lizards, but I have a turtle that I've had forever. He's the best ever. He's like a little tank. What should we put back here? Let's put like a city back here in the background. Iguana. I would love to have an iguana. It'd be nice to have something that's vegetarian, because my turtle. Oh my goodness! Look who it is. What? We were just talking about you. We were just talking about you. That's all I can say about that. I listened to your last one, by the way, and I about freaking died at the impression at the end. I don't want to ruin it for anyone, but oh my god, that was hilarious. You're getting really good at it, by the way. Alright, put this back here. Let's make them a little more wonky too while we're at it. See, there's my donkey laugh that we were talking about earlier. Yeah, earlier on, we were. Well, it worked. Please, if I counted every single time that I have tripped over my tongue or said the wrong thing. Here's the problem with these periscopes too. Like, I talk the whole time, which I know people think is probably annoying, but I talk throughout the whole thing. And I realized on one, like after I put the replay off, I was talking crap about my boss. I was like a whole big thing. So hopefully he doesn't see it. Well, I wasn't really talking crap about him. See, here I go. I wasn't really talking crap about him, but I was drawing Prince at the time, and he told me that he played basketball with Prince, and that totally sounds like the Chappelle Show skit. And my BS meter's pretty accurate at this point in my life. I can pretty much smell it out, so I'm like, oh man. No Chappelle Show. So if he starts telling me that he's Rick James, then I'll know. But it's probably not a good idea to make fun of anyone who's tied directly to your income, I would say. What should we make this? We should make this nighttime, right? And put a moon on here. Losing connection. That's okay, we're just about done. But I think you missed the beginning, and we started with a martini, and we were talking about laughing like a jackass when you drink. So we turned the martini glass into this guy. The internet is crap there. Where are you? Are you in Calgary? Where are you? Let's darken this up. One of these times when I do these, I'll have to let you guys watch me ink, because that's a little... God, that sounded like that meant something totally different. Who am I talking to? I don't know. I'm talking to you. Who are you talking to? All right. B? Well, good. Y'all are going to make me come up there and visit, aren't you? You're going to make me come up there. Don't make me come up there. You know I've got a passport. Shoot, I need to renew my passport. I need to renew my passport and correct my photo issue. So I should stay on? Is that what you're telling me? Should I stall and stay on? There we go. We'll give him some spots too. You're back. I'm glad. Where are you? Oh, look at that. That's nice. Yeah, y'all are friends now. Duh. Maybe you come to Florida. It's only like 1,000,000 degrees right now. What does that mean? Thick as thieves. Does that even mean anything? Wish we have snow. If we had snow here, people would freak out. That's another one of those things that makes no sense, like rule of thumb. Wow, you can't even tell this was a martini glass. I don't know. Stupid English language. Rule of thumb has a history. I need to get on that hardcore history podcast. Check that out. I've had at least 3 people this week tell me that they thought it was good. And I like to learn. Put a butterfly on here too. 'Cause I'm a girl. It was funny, for a long time I wouldn't draw things like flowers and butterflies because I felt like it was too girly and I didn't want to be pigeonholed into that. And then it was like, dummy, you're a girl. So what? Who cares? This is so cool, this donkey. Did you see that? Did you see what we started out with? We started out with a little martini. Let's do some bricks. Oh, you're gonna have to watch the replay, my friend. You're like, you realize I do one of these like every other day. It's not that big of a deal. I'm trying to figure out what else to do on here, though. I like doing the kitchen project stuff too. Oh yeah, you missed the story about my air drumming injury, which Mr. Fear nailed it. He's like, oh, cool, it was when you were doing the cymbal crash, right? And I was like, yep. I have to practice for my feature with Mr. Chris Lays. Nah, it's fine. I'm like the Wolverine. This will be healed in like 2 days. You get good at getting injured after a while. I'm the Dave Grohl of drawing. Well, you know, I have. Look at this. I'm actually in my office right now. You missed the other one. I designed this thing. Like, I was on a conference call and I was bored, so I designed my own Grohl throne, the throne of Crout. So it's got like voodoo pins around the outside. There's a place for cats and turtles to sleep. There's like voodoo on there. There's a nice shrubbery. What else is on here? There's a chocolate chip cookie oven. There's a bat phone so I can call Dave Grohl if I need to, or he could call me. I've had to tell him to stop calling because, you know, after a while you can only do that so long. But yeah, so I keep that on my wall. What else I have? I have a taco bus thing. I would love a 3D printer. This is my Viking helmet. I was wearing that in the last one. Damn it, Grohl. I know, he's so freaking awesome. That's like, and it wasn't even good enough to send like a thank you to those folks in Italy that did the 1,000 people playing Learn to Fly. It's like, no, I'm gonna do it in Italian too, because that's who I am. I hope he doesn't like freak out and kill somebody or something, because I'm going to really be bummed. Because I really like him. As far as I can tell, there's nothing wrong with him. So, so hopefully that won't happen. And keep an eye on Mashable. Make sure he's not freaking out. And one day I'll be on one of these where I don't talk about Dave Grohl. Today is not that day. Today's not that day. There, okay. And there's our little, go where you can see it. Whoop, whoop. There's my voodoo. There's our little happy hour drawing that we transformed from a martini glass into a jackass. I like that. Just like that. Just like in real life. What else you guys want to see? Did I do a zip through this? The sketch. Oh, look, it's empty. What else do I have in here? Let me see. But I have the flirting voodoo from this morning. What else do I have? This is not where I meant to go. Oh yeah, this was the last. I don't know if you guys saw this when I did a Periscope of this. I was so mad the other day that I'm like, I just drew the words "suck it." So I was mad, and then put a unicorn and a cat riding a unicorn and a key lime pie, although it looks kind of like a sombrero, a heart and a bunch of cats, things like that. So it's kind of, it's not what you say, it's how you say it kind of vibe. Got turtle dove. Then I had people messaging me because they thought my turtle died because of that, and it's like, no, it's fun. Day of the Dead cat. What else? Voodoo gun. I think I did that with a marker. A bunch of stuff. So it's fun. I don't know how many of these sketchbooks I have. I have a bunch of them that are full. I have to figure out what I'm gonna do with these. If I'm just gonna sell them or do a book eventually. Thank you very much. I'll have to do. Do you guys want to see one of these where we're actually inking and coloring? I could totally do that. I don't know how interesting that is. But it's, you know, it's funny. American. Oh, thank you, because I didn't quite get that the first time. Canada's so exotic. With your customs, in your crazy language, English. But yeah, but it's fun, man. It's crazy that this many have happened. I don't know. I do want to do a book of it eventually. I'm just not sure what that's going to be. Aww. That's nice. You guys are nice. It's fun. I'd be doing this anyway. It's really, the live stream stuff is kind of funny. It's nice to be able to talk to everybody. I mean, I think it's just 3 of us now, which is kind of nice. Because, F all those other people. What do they know? Missing out on seeing this ass. So, take that. Yeah, it is. It's nice, right? I don't have a fancy microphone like y'all have. But it's, I'll tell you what though, now, I think you were going to do another Periscope, right? Did I see that? That y'all were going to do another Periscope broadcast? I'll have to jump on that. I've seen some really, really good ones. I think people are super creative with, there have been a lot of musicians that I've seen that have been great. But let's see, what else is in here? Here's my office when I'm not at work. For the big 30th, oh, your birthday, is it your birthday? Or the 30th episode. Here's my Day of the Dead painting that I put up in here. I'll show you guys this. It's big. Ta-da! It's like a Day of the Dead peacock. I have that above my desk. Hopefully nobody sees me and comes in here and tries to give me work to do. There's my T-Pain mic. I lost the battery on it, but if you hold the T-Pain effect button and record yourself, and then play it back, which is way too many steps, then you get auto-tune. It works the best with, like, Journey. Anything with modulation in it. I forget what it was. I was singing something, like Run to the Hills or something like that on it. So some Iron Maiden's always good on that. It's good to be metal. It's fun to be metal. Yeah. But that's it. So what I'll probably do is I'll ink this one tonight and put some color on it. And post it on Instagram tomorrow morning. And y'all can see how how it came out. And that's not what I intended at all, so I'm very excited for the viewer feedback, my friends. So, virtual high five. Ooh, that was, wow, okay. Note to self, don't do that again. But, but that's our virtual happy hour, folks. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, well, I need to finish up and then get on out of here. But I hope you guys have a great weekend. We'll do another one of these. What do you guys want to see in these if I decide to keep doing them? More drawing or like the stuff from my blog where I just make art out of whatever weird thing I can find? Like the banana? I just walk around. It's probably going to be drawing, let's be honest, because I'm always doing that. Drawing. Aw, that's sweet. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I wish I could reciprocate with an impression of another celebrity, but I don't think I have one. Well, I do a couple, but not great. I think I do. What do I do? I do Cartman. I do Aaron Neville, which is basically just like the Cartman impersonation. Yoda. What else? Chewbacca. I can do Chewbacca. I think that's about it in terms of impressions. Maybe we'll do that next time. All right, folks. Well, I am out of here. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you around. Watch for the inked version of this tomorrow, and Instagram and Twitter. Have a great night, folks.